I'm Mr. Christopher, and this is my world. Sorry, I just escaped the demon realm. Crazy things happen in cemeteries. Well, this is Roasting the Dead. I'm Mr. Christopher. This is my world. Come roast the dead with me. Let's go. I'm not going that way. Let's go this way.
Oh no, it's Dearth Mall. Oh geez, it's Dearth Mall. I'm gonna get my head chopped off. It's Dearth Mall. You know, she may not have been known for a lot of things, but Kim certainly ball. Kim ball hard. Kim was the hardest ball player we ever known. Brr, man. Yeah, I'm cold too. It's like 30 degrees out here, man. Ho worth a lot. Ho worth a lot. She is special, ho. Ho worth a lot. This guy was just a burden anyway, so they were happy to see him go. Lived a burden, died a burden.
Did you hear the wind? That guy was a burden in life and in death. He was like, stop making fun of me. Your roasts are so strong. And I was like, yeah, the wind is, yeah, we get it. You're standing right next to the camera, blowing into the speaker. Jeez Louise, Mr. Burden. But he lived his name and died his name as well.
Anastopoulos, please. Anastopoulos, you're scaring everybody. This guy was so dumb they spelled his name Gum. Dumb Gum, they used to call him. Hey, you know what will be funny? Let's let the most illiterate guy in town write this guy's grave. That'll be hilarious. Let's let the most illiterate guy that we know write this guy's grave, and it will be funny. No one will ever know who he ever was.
I'm no linguistic expert, but I'm pretty sure it was Greek. I don't know. But isn't ignorance funny? Isn't ignorance just fun sometimes? You know? I mean, in the Christmas carols, the ghost of Christmas Present would rip open his robe and there'd be two children by his feet. It'd be a little creepy, but he'd be like, this boy is ignorance and he's the worst. You never want to be ignorant. And this girl is want. And you don't want want either, but you really don't want ignorance. But ignorance is just funny. That's the fun part about having a scarf on. You can just give it one of these. But ignorance is just funny.
This guy died of alcoholism. Every time he'd have a drink in his hand, he'd say, I gotta get to the bottomly. I gotta finish this drink, eh? I gotta get to the bottomly of this.
Terrible joke. Yeah. Mr. Bottomly got me on that one. Not gonna lie, I should hang up the old roasting cap and call it a career. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna let Bottomly or anyone dead for that matter take me down. You hear me, dead people? I'm sorry. I'm just messing with you. But I'll get you. Bottomly got me though. Bottomly got me hard. That was a terrible joke.
Ah, yes, the inventor of Morse code. I've been meaning to talk to you. How? What? How do I read Morse code? It's clicks. It's clicks. You may not like Donald Trump, but maybe you'll like Donald's son. This is just a mass grave of women. Just a mass grave of women. The local zoo had an overwhelming amount of bird beaks that were left over from decomposing dead birds left around the park that they had. It's just a bird flu epidemic and they had all these bird beaks laying around, so they just shipped them here to this cemetery and they buried all the bird beaks here. There's like, I don't know, they said like over 1 million pounds of bird beaks just buried here. So this is in memory of all the, you know, dying birds from the bird flu at the zoos around here. R.I.P. Peep this. Sword. Angel. This guy was only like 55, 52 when he died. And then Georgia, his wife, went and lived another like 54 years. I wonder if she stayed loyal. Poor lady. I wonder how sad she was when Charlie died. I wonder what this story is.
I see a lot of this in the cemetery. Lost loves, men, women who have lost loves for many years, went on to live for many years themselves. And I wonder, did they remain loyal? I think Georgia did. I'm going to say Georgia did. But who knows? Who knows? You know what else I've seen? I've seen when people have lost loves, but they go on to live many years. They'll get remarried. Then they die, and then they bury their new spouse there too. I wonder how that's going. I wonder how that works out in the afterlife. That's got to be rough, you know? You died married, then 24 years later, that person also dies. And like 2 years later, his wife or her husband dies, and then they join you. And you're just like, what? What? When did this happen? That would be terrible. Or imagine you're dead and then your spouse, your significant other finds new love in life and then they don't want to be buried with you. Oof. That's going to be the worst kind of heartbreak. Heartbreak and death. Heartbreak and death is going to be the worst kind of heartbreak. Oof. My heart is weeping just thinking about it. But yeah, sad stuff. Sad stuff in the old cemetery. But we'll see, we'll just pretend Georgia was loyal until the grave. And she loved Charles. And Charles loved her.
The snowy graveyard streets. It was really the chemotherapy that killed him. I don't care what anyone says. It was after he started the chemotherapy, he went real downhill real fast. This guy probably was killer at the saxophone. He was a great saxophone player. He would roll up to a party and just be like, that's not a saxophone. I'm not good at impressions. The mamas and the papas. Was it the Titanic that said, Lohberg? Lohberg ahead. My Jesus Murphy. My Jesus mercy.
Is it just me or is my Jesus mercy too much? I mean, you're just, what's with the begging? If I was Jesus, if people were begging me, just anything ever begging, I'd be like, relax. I mean, I know, just chill, breathe. Goodness gracious, you know, that's how I would react to the begging. Jesus Murphy, Jesus Murphy. I keep saying Jesus mercy. My Jesus mercy. That's how I feel. My Jesus mercy. Mercy me, please, sir. Like, relax. Relax. Like, geez Louise with the begging.
There's a leakus in the bathroom. There's a leakus over in the sink in the bathroom. There's a leakus. I'll see you again in Vlahakis. What's that Indian guy's name? Paduk. What's that Indian guy's name who runs the American CIA intel for some reason? What's that guy's name? Patel? Patel be like, I'll see you in Vlahakis, Charlie. Charlie, I'll see you in Vlahakis. Can't tell yous what his story is. Can't tell yous at all. Hello, Mr. Christos. I'm Mr. Christopher. How you doing? Nice angel. Hurry, apprehamium him. Apprehamium the criminal. Hurry. Before he gets away, you gotta apprehamium him.
Try saying apprehamium him 5 times fast. Under pressure with Mr. Apprehamium watching me. Like a hawk, might I add. Right here. He was standing right here. Just, I'm like, apprehamium him. Is this not a good joke? Some of them are great. Some of them are angry. Anyway, that's the end of Roasting the Dead with me, Mr. Christopher. And this is Mr. Christopher's World. I'm wearing a scarf. Doot, 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 doot. Scarf life. Scarf life. Hope you enjoyed. I know I did. I will see you for Art Connoisseur. I love doing that too, and I'll do that again, because why not? Because what else am I doing? What else am I doing? Rotting? Every day we get closer to death. Every day we rot a little more, right? I believe Anthony Bourdain said that. Every day we rot a little more. Every day we get closer to our grave. Every day is a little... All right. Farewell. Lead with love. Never be afraid. And remember, when you fight hate with hate, hate prevails. And when hate prevails, no one wins. Bye.
Mr. Christopher, you crazy!